welcome to Das Geek. What we have here is a battle of the ages, really a battle of the threes. The Garmin Venu 3, the tried, true, and trusted watch that I've recommended to you in holiday specials and podcasts. I've talked about my love for Garmin Venu 3, but then here comes this other 3. Do you see it coming? It's the Google Pixel 3 watch. And this one is supposed to have all of the latest and greatest things. I mean, this is their third try, for goodness sakes. It's got to be amazing. They've had the Google Pixel Watch 1, the 2, and now the 3. And they finally learned that people don't want, all people don't want a little tiny watch face. Some people want a bigger watch face, so you can get a 45 millimeter in this. Garmin Venu 3, Google Pixel Watch 3. Which one reigns supreme? Which one should you buy? Well, you can get the different sizes. We've already talked about that. This one has a Qualcomm chip. This one has a MediaTek. They both are IP68 rated. One uses Wear OS 5, which I think is the same as the Samsung. This uses their own proprietary version of an OS. One's made by Google, if that means anything, and one's made by Garmin. I've put these watches through their paces. I've used the Garmin well over 6 months. I've been trying the Google Pixel Watch for over a month. I've used them in all the fitness activities, running, weight training, all of those things to see which one of these watches you should buy. Now, here's what's going to make my review very different than everybody else's review. Everyone else is going to focus on the look and the style and talk about those different things. I'm going to cut straight to the point for you, because if you're watching this, you want to buy one of these watches, and you're probably sitting with Amazon wish list, and you've got 2 of them in your cart, and you're wondering, which one am I going to buy? Because they're priced similar as well. And so I'm going to get straight to the point here. The reality is, both of these watches are pretty good watches. They're fantastic watches, in fact. If Google Pixel Watch 3, if all you do is run, we'll get into that in a second, but just hear me out. If all you do is run, what are you running from, by the way? Then Google Pixel Watch 3, Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, any of the other watches out there are perfect for you, because apparently all the manufacturers of watches think the only exercise out there is running. Now, they'll include other exercise options, but they track it the same way you would track somebody who runs, and that's what you get with Google Pixel Watch 3. You get some of the AI junk built in if you need that, and you get your heart rate sensor, your steps, all the standard stuff. And it's got a pretty nice interface. It's pretty smooth. You probably see some B-roll right here, just how smooth it is. It's okay. It's nice. It's kind of like an Apple Watch in that way. And yes, I've used Apple Watches too. Same problem. If all you do is run, they're fantastic. Then there is like the arch Linux of watches. That's, if you know what Linux, then you know what that means. If you don't know anything about Linux, then I've just confused you. And just know it's like the anti of the establishment. And that's the Garmin, because you don't hear many people talking about the Garmin. They talk about, oh, I got my new Apple Watch. It's so fancy. It's the best one ever because it's the next generation. And not a lot of people, but the serious people use Garmins, like divers and very serious outdoorsy people. But maybe you're not a serious outdoorsy person. I'm not. I don't do a ton of stuff outdoors, but I still love this watch the most. There, I said it. Now you can end the video. It's done. I love this watch the most. Get the Garmin Venu 3. Why do I love this watch the most? That's what you want to know. Well, I'm going to tell you why I love it to watch, because unlike every other watch on the market, the Garmin Venu 3 actually has settings pre-built in, no third-party apps or anything else you got to pay for or add in, that you can track things like sets, reps, weight, all of those things, and it can actually model out your body, and it tries to guess what workouts you're doing and does a dang good job of it, maps out your workout intensity for that workout, and it's fantastic for weightlifting and for running and for any other sport, and especially outdoors. Plus, here's the big kicker, up to 11 days of battery life. Like actually, because I've gone a week and I forgot my charger, and the Garmin watch was there with me the whole time. Google Pixel Watch 3, guess how much battery life you get? Of about 24 hours. That's it. So those 2 factors right there. Yes, the one's got Gorilla Corning Glass 5, one's got 3. I think the Garmin, I beat the heck out of it. So whatever it has, it works really well. It doesn't have scratches on it. It looks like the day I bought it. The Google Pixel 3's got, I think, the newer technology of the Gorilla Glass stuff, but I hear a lot of stories about people shattering. I've used it for a month. I haven't had any scratches or breaks on it, so I think it's pretty durable. And they're both IP68, water resistant. you know, and all that type of stuff. So like they're both good watches. If you get either one, you'll be happy, especially if you run. You know, you'll really love the Google Pixel Watch 3. Both of them you get messages on. Both you can take calls on. Garmin has like Spotify integration. I would say Google Pixel probably has some more integrations. Both of them have 2 apps to control them. The Google Pixel has the regular watch app, plus you've got the Fitbit app. And then the Fitbit app, if you want to add in its features, which includes like curated workouts and stuff like that, and some more health features, guess what? You got to pay monthly costs. Garmin don't have any of that junk where you got to do any of the subscriptions, but you got one app to like customize your watch and one app that has your Garmin Connect, which is your features and stuff for working out. Both of them need to just integrate down to one app, because isn't that silly to have 2 different apps to support your thing? Both of them connect to your phone perfectly fine. Whether you're using Apple or Android, you can use the Garmin. I'm sure the same thing with the Google Pixel 3. I don't know. I haven't tried it with Apple, but I assume you probably could. But why would you? You just get an Apple Watch if you're an Apple ecosystem. Well, the reality is you should get a Garmin watch either way. Because when I was on Apple, I used Garmin too, because it's just better. It's better. 11 days of battery life, incredible sensors, considered the most accurate heart rate sensors. It's got all kinds of different ECG apps and things like that that you can utilize as well. Very good for tracking your health, making sure that's body age tracking, where, you know, it tells you based on your heart rate and your intensity in workouts and your resting heart rate, what your actual age is. Lots of great, amazing apps in there. Really, the end result is buy the Garmin Venu 3. Still, even though Google Pixel, nice try on your 3rd watch. Still not as good as an Apple Watch. Neither as good as the Garmin Venu 3. I just checked out the Vivo Active 5 as well. I bought that for my dad. Really nice watch. Cheaper than the Venu 3. Little less on the features. You don't get the ECG and stuff, but incredible. Still get Pulse OX, all of that type of stuff. So if you want a little bit cheaper, check out the Vivo Active 5. I'll have links down below for Amazon. When you click those links, you pay the same price that if you went to Amazon by yourself to pay, but Amazon gives me a little kickback for it. Either watch you buy. I'll have links for all of them. So anyone will buy, you can help out the channel that way. And that's cool. And I appreciate you for doing that if you do that. That's how we roll around here. And that's you showing your appreciation for the fact that I got to the point and didn't drag this thing out for hours on end, talking about, you know, the material that each one was made of and the feel of it on your skin and all that nonsense. We got straight to the point. Workouts, sets, great health tracking, tons of battery. Go with the Garmin Venu 3. Until next time, get out there and fill your brains.